Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I do want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash, the one of the apostles, and also great millstone for teaching us his true peace and blessings to the hope like visible. Yahweh is the name of the Father, the ancient book, Ba'ashem is the name, and Yahushai is the name of the begotten Son. Back in our lesson. And as you see within the title, we're going to be going to this dude's Cybertruck being deactivated, where he's, pretty much unable to use it. They shut it down. And another point that I thought that came to mind was, now imagine you need to have that MOTB, that Karagma, that RFID chip in order to operate your vehicle, to be able to even drive, because this is ultimately what all this is leading up to. They have that saying, all roads lead to the MOTB. There is a reason why you're seeing these electric vehicles being pushed so heavily. How everything is moving towards a digitized system. The foundation is being laid out. And one of the first scriptures that popped in mind was also 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. How we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. And we know this devil especially wants that total control. And that's how they're especially, going to do things. If you don't have that crowd, you don't have the MOTB, you won't be able to operate, drive your vehicle, go to your job. Because, examples are going back to the year 2020 where you needed to have that juice, that concoction to be able to work, to travel. They're going to be holding checkpoints where you're going to show you that you have that MOTB to enter the city, to travel, to do all sorts of things. Is ultimately, the direction this place is heading. And you're seeing the steps being taken towards it, man. Because that was a thought that came to mind. So now imagine you need to have that MOTB. I see right here in the background, Tesla Cybertruck deactivated. I believe this is a 144 top left, a Lord's will. But it's not the first time I believe you've seen something like this. I want to say I made a lesson a while back, going to a similar situation where you had, someone didn't receive an update, if I'm correct, or they didn't want to get the update on a Tesla, and they, what had happened is they weren't able to drive it. And I believe this may be a similar case because I just saw this right here. It says, update failed, return to dealer. The Tesla Cybertruck deactivated, critical issue detected. And they could also, I believe I don't know if they showed us in the movie, but you best believe them be, putting limiters, on your cars to where, you won't be able to go past, a certain point. But let's play this quick video right here. I don't want to, start the intro too long. Get a couple scriptures, that'd be the point. So let's dive into it.
The fuck? Nigga, I'm in the middle of traffic, bro. Would you look at this shit, bro? Look. I can't, everything is locked. Cybertruck deactivated. Look at this shit, bro. Cars all on the side of me, bro. What the fuck? Bro, I gotta call Tesla, bro. What the fuck? Bro. Like, what the fuck? I can't move the car, bro. I'm straight.
See what these comments have to say. See, you missed your payment. And you can imagine you need to have the MTV to make those payments. This is what's the direction this place is headed. Revelation 13 and 16 going to this implementation of the MOTB. How you won't be able to buy nor sell without it. You won't be able to do anything without it. So basically he got banned. Now we get banned from driving. Yeah, no thank you. Also, you need to even get on the web, on the internet. To access it, you need to have the MOTB. This is, as I keep saying, Slack for Slanky Broke, we're at the direction this is headed. And it's clear. But now let's get a couple of these scriptures to go along with the lesson. Or that video. But now the 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, let Satan should avenge us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we ultimately see what this devil is doing, what this is especially leading up to where they are able to remotely ban you from driving your vehicle. So you can imagine the various things that they're going to do. And you need to have that MOTB to do these various things, to drive your vehicle, to go to your job, to pay bills, to access the internet. We're saying a choice will have to be made coming to these last days. One more time from our tablet, Satan advantage, for we are ignorant of his devices. Isaiah 10:1. As woe unto them that decree and righteous decrees, and not right grievances which they have prescribed, going to draconian like laws. That word draconian going to harsh, strict, severe. They're going to begin to tighten that grip. Dealing with these mandates, restrictions, these policies that they're going to put into place to force your hand. As you just saw right there within that video, they deactivated his car. He wasn't able to drive it at all. Banned from driving. But this is 2 15 and 17. Another great point. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And be shutting this place down. Which is holding these checkpoints. Put limiters on your vehicle to where you can't travel past a certain point or else it will shut off. This type of things devil's getting ready to do. I mean, you just saw what they did with that video. They shut down a dude's car in the middle of the highway. Look at that. There will no longer be free access to the cities. You want to enter a different city, a different state, shows you taking that MOTB to be able to enter. Revelation 13:16-17. And he called all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And that word mark in the Greek goes into the word charagma, which then goes to the word etch, scratch, showing as a physical mark. And it says in their right hand or in their foreheads. As you all see Elon Musk creating the Neuralink, the mark in the forehead. Also these others, various companies, creating similar things, which people were already taking, already. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the beast or the number of his name, and very soon you will buy nor sell without it. You won't be able to do anything without it. You won't be able to live a so-called normal life without it. And you have Jacob like to raise these unfaithful questions. Then how are we survive? How we eat? What are we gonna do? And we're gonna rely upon our power man Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. He's the one doing these things, and the Lord is especially going to reward those that endure. In the scripture, how the Lord is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of the things that shall suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast him into prison, that he may be tried. So there's, it's not going to be a walk in the park. We're going to be hated, we're going to be demonized, and especially persecuted for not bowing down to this beast system, for standing stiffly and boldly for the Lord. And you shall have tribulation 10 days, going to stand up for your time, be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. Isaiah 10:20, which I was wanting to go along with the point I was making. And it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. So once these mandates, fully come into place, that's when we're going to fully take a step back. And right now we still have to adapt, do things that we got to do. But once the MOTB is, mandated, being fully fleshed out, pushed out, that's when we're going to take a step back and be fully relied upon our power, Yahweh Shem Shah, because we still have to go to these devils for things, food, and you see money from them. But very soon we're no longer going to be relying upon them, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. But who we rely upon, who we're going to call upon, but shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Shah, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Just like it's trying to speak too fast. It was Revelation 3:10. Let's get the closing scripture. Just, quick lesson. I saw that video. Thought I'd make a lesson. Because that was a thought that did come to mind. So, imagine you now, need to have that MOTB to operate your vehicle. If they're able to remotely shut your thing down, And what's that made that point earlier? You wonder why they're pushing these electric vehicles so heavily. You know? And really you see everything moving towards a digitized route. But the Revelation 3 and 10, because thou was kept with my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation. So the Lord gives us the strength, the spirit to endure these coming times, to especially deny that MOTB. Stand stiffly and boldly for him. Which shall come upon all the world to try and dwell upon the earth. So everyone's be faced, with that question. And there's only one correct answer, but that's the point right there. Lord, let's edifying and doing close out. Give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Hashem, Kakadash, and Shalom. See you next one, Lord's will.